again, when life gets back to a version of normal, I'm excited to go back to the movies, and she knows that I'm a sucker for popcorn.
When you want to go out for a movie and you want to watch the Simba of the world or the Avengers of the world, you'll go out to a movie theater and do the popcorn experience.
When it comes to original content and sort of backing it up, do you think the platform matters? Because the streaming platforms have sort of suddenly come over and taken over that traditional good old going to the movies, the big screen cinemas. At least here in India, there's this big debate about what's going to be the future. Is the OTT going to take over? Are the cinemas going to make a comeback? Are both of them going to stay? What's your view? In fact, both of you, I'd like to ask you, what's your view on that?
I mean, I think that we're in particularly odd times, when it comes to going to the cinema and just the ability to, so the streaming platforms have provided, a really great alternative for that experience, with the bigger scale movies and television programs, and then the smaller scale stuff. But I think there's certainly room for both. When life gets back to a version of normal, the experience of going to a movie theater, having your popcorn, your drink, and watching a great film is something that is so unique and just such a special thing, for just the whole experience. Now that can be created at home too, if you like, but I feel like, certainly when life gets back to a version of normal, I'm excited to go back to the movies, and she knows that I'm a sucker for popcorn in the theater, so I'll be looking forward to that.
I think on my end, just we've talked so much about going to a movie in a theater and getting that tub of popcorn, and but I do think that streaming services are not going anywhere. That is a hugely essential part of the evolution of entertainment. And I think there is, I feel sometimes like in India, we tend to think that streaming services are second best to theaters when it comes to storytelling. I disagree with that. I think that there is, of course, a romance and a charm to having a theatrical release, but I think there is an absolute necessity in having streaming services. I mean, for people who don't have television, and we've been to some, you and me, places in India where people have cell phones and service, but they don't have TVs and lights. So a lot of people are consuming their entertainment on their phones or their tablets or whatever device they have, and that's going to be a streaming service. So I think it's intelligent and it's smart to actually get ahead of it and understand that this is a part of the evolution of cinema, and that we should be on the right side of it. And I definitely am. I find streaming amazing. I love that my content is curated to me when I watch it as a viewer. And there's something really amazing about being able to create any kind of content and that there's going to be a viewership for it through a streaming service. So there's a power in that. We can have both. It doesn't have to be a choice. That's what I'm trying to say. When you want to go out for a movie and you want to watch the Simba of the world or the Avengers of the world, you'll go out to a movie theater and do the popcorn experience. And sometimes, you want to sit at home and watch a Dash and Lily or, like a really fun movie. And that's nice under your blanket with microwave popcorn too. So we don't have to choose.